You can begin now, or perhaps you've already begun, because some part of you remembers that the brain you live in was always more than memory. Imagine for a moment a forest path that deepens. With every step you take, with every thought repeated, a path becomes clearer. And the old trails fade into the moss, while new ones emerge where you walk most often. And what if learning wasn't effort, but rhythm, a dance, and the brain was listening, each repetition a drumbeat of becoming? I wonder, said the old self, what if mistakes were just maps? And the new self smiled, because it already knew that every error is an arrow pointing forward, never back. And you've felt that, haven't you? That tingle, when something clicks, when effort becomes ease, when the impossible whispers, now watch me. So just imagine this, a curious mind, wide like the sky, open like a flower blooming under the moonlight of your breath. In every inhale, it awakens a deeper trait. Curiosity, resilience, openness, persistence. Because here is what most never knew. Your brain rewires to repetition. And even this moment now is rewiring you. You're not learning this, you're becoming it. And every time you practice, whether it's a skill or stillness, mindfulness or motion, you etch a deeper path, like water carving canyon, like stars carving stories in the sky. It's interesting how a child learns to walk, falling, smiling, falling again. How a stroke survivor speaks again, word by word, day by day. How a woman once terrified of speaking now steps on stage and sings with fire in her lungs. Each example is an echo of the truth you're learning now. The brain can change. I change with it. This is who I'm becoming, not someday, but now. You see, what if the difference between can't and can was just a matter of repetition, belief, breath? When you hear someone say, but I'm too old, some deep part of you chuckles, because it already knows plasticity is not youth, it's use. Every moment you engage, imagine, move, you sculpt yourself anew. And maybe you've already noticed how every repetition deepens, spaced out over time, like stars that return every night, until you don't have to look, because they guide you unconsciously. Visualization, a rehearsal for reality. A musician fingers the air. A gymnast closes their eyes and flips in silence. A monk sees stillness in motion. And now you know, seeing is shaping. Imagining is installing. Repeating is rewiring. Every new experience is a download. Each act of novelty unlocks neuroalchemy. Cooking a new recipe, speaking a new tongue, dancing where no one is watching, especially then. And you remember the strongest frame wins. So frame it like this. I'm not trying, I'm training. I'm not fixing, I'm forming. I'm not waiting, I'm becoming. Each time you say, I can learn this, keep practicing, you amplify identity. Lifelong learner, neuroplastic champion, resilient mind sculptor. And don't you find it fascinating how your unconscious, it already knows the patterns that work? Goal, progress, feedback, adjust. Rinse, repeat, reinforce. Because behaviour is belief expressed in action, and belief, they're just thoughts with legs. And now your thought runs marathons, because when pain becomes the push, and pleasure becomes the pull, and feedback is food, growth is inevitable. So installing this now unconsciously, your operating system, it's adaptive by design. Your mind is a garden of connections, and every moment of awareness waters it. Neural pruning trims the weeds. Focus fuels the flowers. And your senses, your sacred five, they're the roots of plasticity. Engage them, all of them, often. It's interesting how a blind man can develop sonar hearing, A dancer retrains her balance after an injury. A soldier heals trauma through breath and rhythm. Not magic, mechanism, not luck, neuroplastic law. And what you believe becomes biology, because emotion is magnetic, gratitude wires abundance, forgiveness unchains resilience. Self-love, self-worth, self-trust, your holy trinity. And here, what you now live, I'm always growing, I'm always enough. I'm the sculptor of my own mind. Reality responds to my state. Failure feeds evolution. My presence shifts the room. You can laugh now at the thought of needing permission, because you're the permission slip. And happiness was never outside you, just a perspective, a presence, a pattern. Even now your brain is smiling. It heard all this. It recorded the rhythm. It installed the patterns. You don't need to try. Just trust the loop, this you. The you that becomes every time you believe. And from now on, you'll find yourself practicing naturally, persisting effortlessly, shifting perspectives playfully, and saying things like, I adapt quickly, I love learning, I'm curious what I'll become next. Because the rewired you, it's already running, this upgraded program. And all that's left to do is let it unfold again and again and again until it is who you are.